Well, hello folks, welcome along to the channel. I am the Custard Prophet. We're back here for FM24 say with Austria Vienna, and we're trying to break the dominance of Red Bull Salzburg, who, as you can see, are top of the league by some margin. However, we do have games in hand, and we're not that far behind them if we win those games. It's all getting a bit exciting. Yeah, folks, we are moving on from getting knocked out of Europe in that epic tussle with Cluj, and yeah, we're trying to maintain a bit of a title charge alongside ourselves, Salzburg and Hartberg, and probably Klagenfurt and a few other teams as well who are all in it. We've played a few games, we've won a few games, but one really significant result stands out. So you saw this game against Cluj. We've played 4 games since then, and we've picked up 3 wins out of those 4. Win home against Blau-Weiß Linz, 3-2. Looked like we were going to lose that game. Came back into it and eventually got the victory. Wasn't the most convincing. Against Hartberg, I think we deserved to draw out this game. I was disappointed. There was very little in this game between the two teams, but the real standout performance was this one against Salzburg. Beat them 3-1. Goals from Koita, Huskovic and Holland. It was an awesome performance. We followed that up with a 4-3, very dodgy, creaky victory over First Division Lafnitz. So it's slightly worried with that. But we are playing now Austria Lutz now, which who are 8th in the league currently. Injury-wise, we are struggling a little bit, and this is a real problem because the whole squad is tiny. So any sort of injury really causes trouble. We are missing striker Alexander Schmidt. That's no great loss. Dominic Fritz is a big loss, or Fitz. So that's a massive loss. Mervyn Martins is our top centre-back alongside Plakovic. So that's a big loss. And we haven't seen Ziad El-Shawawi on the left side, but we've actually got quite a lot of players who can play on that left side. So that's not a great loss. But those 2 players, missing those 2 players is going to be quite a big one for us. So as I said, we're going to be playing this one here against this 8th place team. They've won 3 games, all of them at home. They've lost most of their away games apart from a 3-3 draw against Lask. It's set up for us to get the points, but you know these things don't kind of work like that. Let's dive in. So here we go. Team that we're going to be putting out there. Koita, of course, is leading the line. He is superb. Hans Gruber is on the left. Huskovic has coming in to replace Fitz on the right. At least he's a decent player. Fischer, who has been magnificent from range, is alongside Kratzig and Holland just behind them. Those 3 are fantastic. Granosh is back in at left back. Raftel at right back, and alongside Plakovic is Handel, who's going to be the central defender. Fruchtel in goal. We have got youngster Sylvia Canny on the bench, and he did score in the cup game when he came on. So he is able to play down the wings, and we kind of need a player like that. So yeah, he's going to be getting some game time. We've got nowhere else we can reach, which is the problem. Right, here we go, folks. Really hopeful we can get a victory here and continue our push towards the top 2 teams. We played both of them, and we were not disgraced in either of those games. Played reasonably well, both of them. We need to win the games like this, though. That's crucial if we are going to be involved in anything. So Rhine, the entirety of the River Rhine is playing on their side, which feels a little bit unfair. Chips it in, but it's straight into the goalkeeper. I don't think that's going to be the highlight. But where is Fruchtel going with this? Is he going to try and find a pass? It looks like he's deciding something quite significant. Gruber doesn't make the challenge, but he gets that one back. And Holland is going to look for a pass. Slightly wayward to Huskovic, but he goes forward, looking to try and beat his man. Rantel Kratzig. He got it back. Is that going to be a penalty? Gemena is running away. It looks like they might have given it. I don't know who he was running towards, but those ones are always given. So I was never thinking it would be anything else. It's just whether we can score it. Kratzig No idea what his penalty taking's like, but we've got everything crossed. It's good enough. Wow. Through the goalkeeper. Not the best penalty, but we are 1-0 up. 4th goal of the season. So that is pleasing. Another one of our central midfielders doing bits. Considering how little change we are. I mean, the Austrian league's a bit funny because there's quite a lack of game time in the league. It's very few games. So you can actually get away with a slightly smaller squad, which is nice, but it does feel a little bit ropey at times. Well, very, very little happening. Hardly any shots, but here is Fischer. Jeff Fischer into Hans Gruber. Back to Jeff Fischer. Going to look for the pass. Holland, who's been shooting from everywhere and scoring from everywhere. And he's back again. Kraktig, scoring of the penalty. Looking for a pass. Lovely ball behind to Raftel. It's in. Koita gets his 10th of the season. They're looking at it. I felt he was onside. And their goalkeeper couldn't get anywhere near that. It is, yeah, I didn't have much of a doubt about that. He looked onside when that was played. I was actually looking at the wrong person, but Koita did well. And yeah, got ahead of his marker here. Just look at that. Very well done. So he's in a fantastic position there. The marker tries to get in front of him, but it's too late. 2-0. So we get to half-time. We're 2-0 up. Kraktig, unfortunately, has got himself an injury. We will be taking him off. We cannot risk him at all. So we'll bring on Raguz, who is not the best replacement, but we literally have nobody else. So, you know, he's just going to have to enjoy himself out there. Here's Jeff Fischer with the corner. Oh, it was Plakovic, who is a decent header of the ball. He has scored his fair share of headers. We saw one in the crazy European game against Cluj. I thought it was going to be one that was going to mean a lot, but it didn't. Here's Hans Gruber now. Back to Plakovic. Not feeling there's going to be another opportunity here. It's Handel, who's done okay in the centre of defence. That's good to see. We need the players to do well. Jeff Fischer has a wallop, not his best effort. So we've taken Huskovic off, who was looking complacent. We brought on the youngster Sylvia Canny. I can't remember if I showed him. He's pretty fast, got good physicals. There's a lot of stuff to improve here. He's just a 2-star Israeli player, but you feel that he might be someone we can get a little bit more out of. So he is in the side and being involved more regularly now. His first league game though. So a couple of changes at the back. Well, not at the back. Potsman's on the left side because Hans Gruber is absolutely knackered. And we brought on a Meisel in the centre of defence. Just again because Handel is tired. So just trying to run the clock down now and just collect this 3 points. Well, they've got a late chance here. 92 minutes on the clock. We have cleared it. And it's Granoche looking to push them back. Boateng looks like they might get a late chance. I mean, we'd like the clean sheet if we can get it. Oh, it was a cracking save from Fruchtel. It was a lovely bit of play. They got ahead of the defender. And very well done. So we look like we've probably got this 2-0 now. Unless they can pop it in from the corner. We're way past... Oh, it is in. It's Kennedy Boateng scores in the 3 minute, 30 seconds beyond the injury time. But it wasn't to be. We win it 2-1. And yeah, it was a very well-deserved victory. A great performance from the boys. And we march on. Question is, can we march on enough to cause trouble to the teams who are ahead of us? We're currently in second place. We've got a game in hand over Salzburg, which is very exciting. As you can see, we're ahead of the likes of Klagenfurt and Hartberg, but we really do want to reel Salzburg in if we can avoid it. This might be important. Fruchtel is out for 2 weeks. We'll have to have a look at the goalkeeper. Kraktig is out for 2 days. So we are really in a bit of a problem here. Fruchtel is out, so Mirko Kos, he's not that bad actually. He's not that bad, but you sort of look here and we are really starting to creak. Let's have a quick look in our development centre. Is there anyone we could bring in? Maybe in the young squad here. Is there somebody here? Martin Pekar. He is absolutely someone we should be looking at. We can't recall from his loan, unfortunately. So we do have Kenan Jusic, who might be someone to bring in as a backup striker. We've got some players here. Romeo Vukic, who's not sure about. This guy, this Australian Mihalidis, looks maybe a player that might be useful to bring in. I think we will probably do that. For now, Mihalidis, because he is going to be able to just give us a little bit of light relief in that midfield option, so we're not going to be reliant so much on there. But it's concerning that we're having to rely on these youngsters quite as much as we are, but it is what it is. Anyway, folks, we are now in second, feeling pretty good about life other than all these injuries that we've got. Let me know your thoughts on how we're doing. Can we keep this form going? We've got some tough games coming up, but we've also got some games that perhaps we could get some victories again in. Looking like some Tirol away from home. Hopefully there's a victory in there. We've got Sturm Graz in the Cup, which is going to be tricky in the third round, but some tough old games coming up. We'll probably come back somewhere in here. Maybe the away game against Wolfsberger. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I don't know. Maybe, I'm not sure where we'll come back. We'll come back somewhere here. I think you saw the Rapid game. Maybe we'll look to try and get some revenge against Rapid. Maybe that's what we'll do. That's another 4 or 5 games away. Seems sensible. The season will disappear really quickly if we don't do it relatively slowly. Anyway, folks, if you did enjoy that, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next one. I want your comments, want to know how you feel we're getting on, and whether you think we can reel in Salzburg in season 1. It'd be a very, very short save if we did, but I'd be pretty pleased with that. I'd feel that was a pretty epic result. I don't think we can do it, but we're not that far away, are we? See you next time.